Welcome back to Life Philosophy. On my last video, we talked a bit about what positive psychology is. And so right now, I want to explain to you some steps and techniques you can use each day to implement positive psychology in your life to make yourself a more positive and more healthy person. So, number one, self-enhancement. Self-enhancement is not steroids. Don't get that confused. Self-enhancement is really about being a more positive person, which is fitting because it's positive psychology. Because studies have proved that people who have negative, more pessimistic attitudes generally will have worse health, whereas people with positive, optimistic attitudes have better health. So be positive. Positivity is, as I said, it's linked with better health. So why wouldn't we want that? And now, that's not to say that I don't want you to just ignore your problems and just think, well, I need to be positive, so I have to pretend that my homework doesn't matter because it's stressing me out, and so positive attitudes, I failed my test, yay, but everything's okay. No, it's not. But what you should do in those situations is have a positive attitude about how you can improve, how you can change, what you'll do better next time. That the consequences of your actions today don't have to be what sets the pace for your day tomorrow. Positive attitude doesn't mean that you don't have problems, and it definitely doesn't mean that you don't acknowledge those problems or believe that they exist. It means that you have a positive attitude that allows you to be ready to face them and do better than you did before. And sometimes this includes self-talk, which can be as simple as just looking at yourself in the mirror each day. And it can even be just as simple as going to the mirror each day and just smiling. You don't even have to go to the mirror even. You can just have it a goal to smile more each day, because there's also scientific studies that prove that just the act of smiling is linked to better health. You'll feel better when you smile. And positive self-talk.
Ramses is the number one. His legs are number one. His eyes are number one.
Go to the mirror, look yourself in the eyes, and say something like, I'm a beautiful person, I'm smart, I'm confident, I can do hard things, I can improve, I can be better. All these things. Positive attitude is self-enhancement. Number two is social integration. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's your social life. How is your social life? If you say, I don't have a social life because I'm watching your videos, probably not, I know. But if you're watching like YouTube, we'll just say, or TV or gaming, well, that's not a good answer, because social engagement and really just like a social life, being out, being in public, being with your friends, being with your family, even just being outside, all those things help you to be a more positive person with better health, better attitude, and more desire to improve yourself. So take some time, set some goals, call some people, and make some friends. Got it? Good. Number three. Can't roll my R's, I tried. 3. Yikes. Anyways, number 3 is relaxing. Guys, don't be so high strung. Don't be stressed all the time. Take some time, rest, relax, chill, breathe. A really good thing to do when you're stressed is to do breathing exercises. I'll see if I can link some below so you can just do some on your own time. But there's been many times in my life where I have been just completely, totally, utterly stressed and I was not ready to do anything. And what I like to do is I like to just listen to music. I put it in my headphones, kind of block things out. Usually some kind of a calming music. It doesn't have to be like harps and everything, but it can be anything that you like. And what I do personally is I like to lay down and just put my arm over my eyes, block out the world, blocked out. That allows me to just focus on breathing, and I try not to think about anything else, just breathing and the sound of the music. And it works every time. Every time I'm stressed and I do that, I feel a lot better. Right, Chip? Also, if you're into it, yoga. And you should be into it. There's a lot of good things that yoga does for you. So yoga. Do yoga, guys and girls. Anyone who's watching, do yoga. It's good for you. Just do some meditation. I'll see if I can also link some meditation below, because meditation is important. You can improve yourself by first starting by you can improve yourself first by improving yourself in your mind and how you view yourself. Fourth is spirituality. Now, I'm not saying religion, even though I am religious, but not everyone is, and not everyone necessarily has to be for their own personal growth. Of course, I would recommend it, but spirituality, when it comes down to it, is just a matter of knowing that you have a purpose, that you came from somewhere, that you have somewhere to go. It's a sense of being a part of a bigger picture, knowing that you're not just a cog in the machine that's just gonna, one day it'll break and you'll be sent to the junkyard and never seen again. Spirituality in any form, in my opinion, is better than no spirituality. Curiosity is the fifth thing that is helpful in the positive psychology view. Why is that? If you think about it, what it really is saying is that you see the world as a beautiful, wonderful place that you want to understand a little bit better. And so even though there are things in life that happen that you don't like, that aren't good, that don't help, that are like negative and suck, you can at least try to think, well, I wonder why that happened. I wonder what I could do next time to be better. I wonder what I could do differently. I wonder what somebody else would do. I wonder like what that even means. I wonder if there's ever any reason for it. Going back to like even spirituality, you could say, I wonder why this happened to me. But don't get like negative, like this always happens to me. It doesn't happen to anybody else. Bad things happen to everybody, guys. Happens to everybody every day. So take some time, allow yourself to be curious. Curiosity isn't a bad thing. Curiosity is what sparks innovation. Is you start thinking, I wonder what I could do to make A or B better. I wonder what will make the world a better place. I wonder how to do this more effectively. The sixth and final principle I wanted to talk about today is perceived control and self-efficacy. Now, this one is important because first you have to believe that you are in control, that you're in charge, that you can do hard things, that you can have some say in what happens in your life, that you're not just being like puppeted around, but that you are in charge, that you have some control in some aspects of your life, and you take charge in those.
Just so you know, this is my ship still. I'm in charge. Not necessary.
There shall be no knifing one another. Everybody knows who's in charge.
Me.
Right? Yes, you. Of course. Of course. Of course.
You have to acknowledge that you are responsible for your actions. And as you do that, you also have to realize that you are capable of dealing with hard things. That you can do it. You can do this. You are the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. I knew I could. I did it. It's critical that we realize that there are many, if not in most cases, all aspects of our lives we have some control over. And what it comes down to is the amount of effort we put into our own personal choices, because we realize that they are our choices and that we're responsible for them, and that we can make great choices if we choose to. Now, what I've been talking about today is, as I said, positive psychology, which is focused on prevention. Yes, I'm very specific when I say this, focused on prevention. Positive psychology is focused on prevention, and it's focused on prevention for a reason. And that reason is that if you were to tell someone that has anxiety or depression or PTSD or suicidal thoughts, to just think happy thoughts, it's not gonna work. That's not how these mental disorders work. They are debilitating. Mental illnesses are a gray area for me when it comes to how much personal choice you have in things. Because so much of what we choose happens in our brain and we don't even recognize it. And when our brain is kind of fighting against us, then it makes it sometimes nearly impossible to make the positive, happy choices. And so don't always focus on telling people to just be happy. You don't know their story. What you do know is your story. And I want all of you to focus on being positive. Now, I didn't say happy, I said being positive. Because sometimes it's okay to not be happy. Happiness comes and goes, and that's how it's supposed to be. Happiness is an ingredient, just like sugar is an ingredient in things. But you wouldn't want to put sugar on your pizza or on your steak. Happiness is important, but it's not the only flavor we should have in our lives, if you want to view it in that kind of an analogy. But what I do want you to focus on is being more positive. Focus on what you can do today to be a little bit better than you were yesterday. And if you do that each day, the world will open up and it'll be a brighter place, and you'll see yourself in a different light, and you'll see those around you in a different light, and it'll be what a wonderful world. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time on Life Philosophy.